complete. They can maybe catch Moon. Grab into lasso. Pure instant. No, I don't. Well, they didn't need one of those ultimates. I don't know which one was not the play. Shanks is going to be caught by the swap back in from mid one. Got to be careful going for mid one here with that second life, but they're going to play their distance away from him, except for Carlo. Palos comes through. He actually wants to go for the tiny kill. The LSA goes out and does quickly manage to get that one. The magic missile goes down. Can they stick on top of this Lina? The movement speed. Greaves going out, and now Shanks to the rescue with the beautiful two-man stun, allowing Palos to turn around, return fire onto SMG. And now that second life of the Vengeful Spirit doesn't mean squat. The rest of your team is all dead.
Ooh. These LSAs have been on him. That could be a forced out.
Oh, the smoke breaks. If they could find the Lina right now, it would be beautiful. Get on top of her with that Desolator. Maybe they can get the kill. The arrow comes through just in time, just what they needed. And that'll finish him off. Palos falls, and Carlo is just an extra +1. Steel's going to be lagging a little bit behind here, but this initiation is just going to be so beautiful. So many stuns. The Lina's pretty tanky, though, and the Lightstealer is only just now showing up to the fight. He turns around, throws some damage, and Booney. Palos trying to use that movement speed to get away, but stun after stun continues to rain in after him. And now that Chidori is here, the damage is inevitable. Marcy gonna fall right next to the Lina. It looks like, well, mid one looking for more kills, maybe gets a more important target in Tino to get swapped back. Shanks getting caught by the slight chains from Moon, so they still ensure that kill as well.
You know, stuff like this, you can just stand and you can take his ground.
That's true, yeah.
You know, like DKB, you don't need it in situations like that, and I think that's what Palos is playing for, the long game here.
Moon needs some help. He gets a helping hand from Midwan, who goes for the swap, and Bob just gets eviscerated by that damage from CDR. And the open wounds bounced over to Carlos, who he's not going anywhere either. And the magic missiles are bouncing over to Palos as well. But now the damage is too much. It's going to be the first life. Coming back, the Life Stealer. He has a rage coming up in just a half a second here. Any stuns? No, the rage is now going to go down. He lays into Shanks. The arrow also landing onto Lina. He forced that forward, but he wasn't in time. The arrow caught him instead. Palos turns around, finishes off the Venge illusion. They're trying to throw this damage on his Lina, but you're right, the sustain is just too damn much. He doesn't need a BKB. He can stand strong through it all.
Damn, Palos just manning up with the sustain. He knows his limits. 3,000 HP on this Lina. With the Coddle heals coming through, the Greaves aura.
Oh my god, Boomy still wants it, he does get it. Okay. He gets it this time. The two supports will commit their lives to finish off the Lina. And not only that, but they're in a spot where they could kind of keep going. Bob's going to show up thanks to the boots of travel, so they will be able to get a punish here.
I guess Lina can only take so much, but
yeah,
Bob's done fooling around. He's going to lasso him on most of these cores and on somebody.
Oh, what a move this is. Palos, they showed him the bottom wave. They should be able to catch him here, no problem. Now Bob, and who ended up
him on the way back.
Yeah, Lina was the...
That was a crazy fast accurate smoke, and now they're going to get more. Wow,
oh, perfect! But can the rest of the team get here in time? There's a little bit of distance. Paolo's going to turn around. Long range arrow actually does manage to catch him. A 5-second arrow, but force staff down to low ground. The light still not able to catch, but now he gets on top of another one. Force staff, not quite up to the high ground again. But Paolo, the range is worn out. They've brought in SMG. They've lured him deep into their side of the map, and now Paolo's can just turn back into SMG, lay waste upon his enemies. Midwan, the surviving member alongside of Afu's Marana, but even Afu might not be able to make it out as Bob. He waves goodbye, drops an item. This is really on point as well.
I mean, I love when teams play like this because it just shows you're all on the same page. You understand what your win condition is. You understand who you're playing for.
There is the lasso pullback on a mid one. A great target to be able to, because they should be able to kill him twice without any issues whatsoever. Yeah, throw whatever stuns you want at Lina. It doesn't stop what is coming. Judgment.
Fiery judgment for your sins.
Yep. They're going to go for the toss back now. See what they can get off of this. The arrow is not going to last super long. The force staff start going out. Force staff gets a little bit of distance. Moon not doing quite enough. Palos turns around, activates the Satanic back to full health. He goes. So now they have to target other heroes, as a two-man chains is pretty nice for Moon. With Chidori getting on top of Shanks, maybe they can at least get that one. Lotus Orb doesn't save him. That missile actually bounced over to Palos there, but he got another force staff outside of the Avalanche. Boomy actually has the Infest combo here, but nice pullback onto the Marana. And another, was that another gem dropped? Oh, it was.
Yeah, it's rough.
The first gem, Might just be the same one. Oh, Boomy. Maybe not respecting that, but at the same time, there was an infested lifestealer, so Bob is in some trouble. He got double forced after round, pushed around a little bit, but they didn't get into quite enough bashes. And now Chidori may have to use his BKB to be able to get away from this as the Lina has a double damage. Ooh, the magic missiles do help. Shanks pursues, not quite close enough to catch the Tiny. So everybody else,
but arguably didn't have the best uses. Carlos is going to walk a bill.
Nobody there quite yet. They do have the Tiny that's going to jump forward and bring the lifestealer, so there was somebody there.
5v4 opening for SMG. They're still bottom ulted.
Yeah, and Moon certainly has the mobility to catch heroes if he doesn't overextend himself here. The arrow slips right off by Palos, but they got the lasso on the Moon. Oh no! But at the same time, the toss over onto the Lina. Moon stays alive as a result, gets off the cheese. Palos gets bashed once. He needed a little help, and he got pushed away from the Marcy where he can. Disposes well, turns around. Disarm actually coming out from mid. They are actually keeping this Lina from delivering damage like she wants to and delivering epic judgment onto everybody else as the constant force after pushing them around. They're sticking on his Shanks. Gleipnir going out. Palos trying to get his distance, wait out this damn halberd. Now he can start putting the damage in, but it's too much. He has no supporting crew. Bob and Tino are sitting on the side, but they can't stop the stuns that are raining in. Oh no, the toss. It hit Moon instead. Palos got away with the silver edge, and now he's got a satanic back up into play. He can lead into Jory, push him back with a hurricane bite, keep him at a distance. Yule Scepter for a moment. Now Chidori gets back into play. Another Heaven's Halberd, another bash comes into play. Lina cannot put out the damage right now. Palos is going to be falling soon as the Force Scepter not going to be enough. Taking down Chidori. Now with no damage threats left in the building, it's just cleanup on aisle 7. First it's going to be the Bat Rider. Now they get the chains on Tino. He falls as well. No buyback.
So he is going to have a full duration to be able to sit there. That said, you just get jumped.
Yeah, immediately Moon trying to get some sort of vision, trying to get some information. Immediately gets lassoed. He's jumped over to the Bat Rider, but the swap comes through. Really nice save from mid one. He can start throwing out those magic missiles, but they've lost their Tiny already, and they're not able to do anything about Palos just yet. They start throwing away. There goes the BKB. Chidori spinning, but actually just gets shredded by the Laguna Blade, and now mid one's going to lose himself as well as he tries to actually goes for the swap on Afu, but he won't get away from the Gleipnir. Palos will lock you down at least once. The Illusion might be able to make the escape, but Bob really doesn't want to let that one go. He keeps the sticky napalms, and yeah, it's going to fall a second time here. What changed in that fight, Avery?
I mean, Lifestealer and Spell Immunity. Oh, yeah, I don't care, son, so that also helps deal the damage a bit.
Defensive Force Staffs get used to get Palos out of that position from the arrows. That means that buyback on the Lifestealer doesn't do anything, and they've got a pick off now on the Boomy, who also has the gem. So it's going to be a shame to lose it, but I don't think they can do anything to be able to save him here. The damage isn't good enough, but they're going to go for the lasso back into him with the Palos stunned him for a second, but now it doesn't last long enough. Midone, who did swap out the Tiny, is going to lose his life once and maybe twice here. Yeah, Palos, he's going to go to work here. They have a buyback still. Moon's got to be a little bit careful as he's trying. Nice toss back onto Shanks. He's got a BKB though, thanks to that neutral.
5 buybacks as well.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
You have to bait them onto your outpost. The problem is there is this nasty ward for Execration on the back.
And that's exactly why Bob's going to jump forward and grab mid-one. Immediately, there's no swap possibilities here. Mid-one dies one. Shanks also jumping onto the Mirana where he can. The second life of the Mirana. Oh, look at Fence trying to get up to the high ground. Freezing field going out. Carlo beautifully positioned, but does get bashed by Chidori, who tries to do what he can with the nullifier and stuff. Moon actually bounced around, dealing decent amount. Chidori, he gets burned out. The lane just does far too much, and Moon cannot possibly put the single target damage onto him. He can spread some damage around onto the supports. The arrow did land onto Palos. They can get Shanks actually, but they need to make sure that Palos can't get off. They satanic hits, and here they come. Oh no! It's all back up to full health. Oh, ultra kill. Give him the rampage. It's coming in as Moon has no mana left to be able to send through this. He buys back to fight some more. He needs to be able to deal with Bob and Tino. Kill these surrounding support cats, but it got caught by Gleipnir as he went in. Slight still goes out, survives a little bit longer. That hit, it landed. Napalm falls up. Bob managed to finish him off with the blink dart forward. Boom, he's gonna die. And now it's just little Olafu all by himself, the 5 Mirana. GG is gonna get called. Execration pulled through again in another long game in this series, but they get the 2-0 over Team SMG.
And the 2-0 for the season, right? This is a huge start for them. They beat arguably some of the stronger potential teams on paper here early on. 2-0 right off the bat. They are feeling very happy about themselves. Haven't even dropped the game, I believe. So they are looking quite
good.
Yeah.
That is an